see here. I was absent for quite a long time, and I'm happy that you noticed that. But anyways, I miss you, all of you. I miss all of those talented and wonderful people that always join the club and is always present at all of the meetings. In one word, awesome people. And today I would like to present you my second speech. And the title, which you already saw and heard, Article Writing for Dummies. Now, becoming a good writer can be a very long and frustrating process, frustrating journey of trial and error for many would-be writers. Sometimes new writers assume that they can just open their computers and words will just flow forth and they will write the best article that could ever be. However, this is just not simply as it can be. Even those great writers that have been practicing professional writing for years need some time to sit and to crunch out the work, given that they have some experience and trial research. The would-be writers should keep in mind a whole bunch of steps and basic tips of becoming an effective writer. Of course, there are dozens of steps and tips for those who are on their way to becoming a successful writer. However, today I would like to present you the three main tips that I personally find the key tips to becoming an effective writer. So, the number one tip for any writer is that you must be a reader. If you already know what genre you want to write for example, mystery, fiction, or romance, then read mostly that type of work. The most important is to read, and to read as much as possible, and to read as different types of literature as possible as well. This will not only make you a better writer, but you will also find yourself picking out pieces of writing style from other authors and combining them with your own. The result will give you your own writing in unique style. Tip number 2, practice writing skills every day. Just sit down every day and write anything you find possible to read about. Just grab an idea and write a bit about it. It does help your writing skills and it can be useful. You could keep a journal and write in it often. Another reading exercise that you could also find helpful is to improve your descriptive language, for example by describing some kind of an object, for example an orange. But keep in mind, when describing an orange, it would be effective not to mention a word orange. Just try to describe this object without without stating its name. You can even summarize events that have an effect on you. Write anything but do it regularly. All exercises, whether they are physical or mental, are not efficient except that you do it regularly. Keep that in mind. Regularity is important, and so is the extent. So every time you sit down to write something, be sure to write about 1 or 2 pages about it, but not less than 100 words. There's something magical about this number, but please try to stick to this amount of words. And once you start writing regularly, you will understand its importance. The tip number 3 is write from your heart. One of the greatest skills a writer can develop is writing from your heart. In fact, you'll find that only in the work which you find absorbed, you are able to apply new techniques and new ideas. We must admit that sometimes we caught ourselves up in the idea that we all strive for perfection, and in our writings we assume that we should be unique, we should be admired, and our writing should be artful. However, let us be honest with ourselves and let us be honest with our readers. please keep in mind that in order to interest the audience, you should write whatever that comes from your mind and whatever that comes from your soul. And believe me, success will follow. Now, of course, there are many more steps to the process of becoming a successful writer, and becoming such takes time and practice. However, keep in mind that writing can be, and it should be, interesting, happy, and rewarding. Anyways, I hope my speech was useful today, and all of you guys who I'm pretty sure are on their way to becoming a successful writer and are pretty eager to convey their thoughts in an effective way. Now, I hope those tips would be useful for you. And please use those tips on your path to becoming an effective writer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.